Oh, excuse me. More like hello, what are you doing?
Oh no, my camera's not wanting to work. Oh, there it is. I'm all froze up. Hold on a second. All right, well, welcome WAPM crew, guys, gals, ghouls, and otherworldly beings. Let's climb aboard the mothership, secure our tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. I'm your hostess, ghostess with the mostest, TessaTNT, and we are broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. It's an honor and a pleasure having you guys, and hopefully it goes off without a hitch tonight, besides my freaking camera freezing up. Is it still frozen over there? I don't know.
Well, I can't see you, so on my end, I don't know about Britt, but I can't see you.
Yeah, I can't see you neither.
Weird. Okay, well, I'll dink around with that and let me get the sound on over here for you guys. All right, well, how was your guys' Halloween?
Well, we got to spend time. We didn't go anywhere, and believe it or not, we were taking a nap, and now we can see each other, but we still can't see you.
Yeah, that's what
So about 9 o'clock, I said, "Oh shit, we have a show," but you texted me and it said a little bit before 9 that your internet wasn't working. So I was like, "Oh god." We took a nap like about 7, 6. Because I have it right here. It was, oh, now we can see my head was hurting right here, Tessa. It was hurting bad. I don't know if it was sinus. I mean, and then we made pumpkin seeds the day before, so I ate a lot of, I added garlic, and then I had
the lemon pepper,
and we added that, and I guess I ate too much, so I started feeling the next day I started feeling weird. So hopefully my blood pressure wasn't going up, but yesterday was like, oh, right here. And it was so weird. My head was hurting, and I thought, oh, Brittney's fine. She's like, hey, I am not feeling good today. She was hurting all right here, and then like right here on her eyes. So we're gonna do a show with a freaking headache.
Oh no. Well, it sounds like it worked
So
out in the long run.
yeah, because we were in pain, but I still would have did it anyway. But it was just that I was already gonna get dressed, um, and I was just like, it's just crazy. Um, I was just like, I don't know. But I'm going like sharing it to everybody. So let's see if they're on. See, there's one person viewing already, so I'll just put this on. But it's whatever we talk about tonight. It doesn't have to be readings. If they want a reading, we can do that. So when you can advertise yourself, and then I was gonna wear this mask one time. So one of you, if you have a picture or a camera near you, take the picture right now. Hey, do you have your phone with you?
Yes.
Turn the camera on. I'm gonna take it off real quick, and then I'm gonna take a picture with my Michael Myers mask. Hold on. There. Can you see me? Oh, it's getting hot. Hurry up, mate.
Okay.
Oh man, that's hot. Whew. I'm burning up with that. Just it's plastic, but there's this other one, 2 Tesla. It's for like rubber. You can see that, and this has like the nose, but I'm not used to wearing this kind of stuff. Maybe due to the freaking COVID, I have to cover my fucking mouth, so I'm not used to covering my face. But I'm wearing the Michael Myers outfit. That. Look, I'm wearing the Michael Myers.
Nice.
I don't know whether the mechanic. So, so what are you supposed to be, Tessa?
Well, I'm supposed to be Elvira, but I feel like my wig looks like Nikki Sixx.
So what happened? When you didn't have the internet? How did your day go yesterday? Outside of us having a headache, like besides the internet, how did it go?
It was pretty good. Geez, I don't know why this camera's doing this. We had done pumpkins, so that was cool, and then just took hours to get ready, and then
oh my god, all that
happened, and then
all that time for you to get ready.
Yeah, it was crazy, and then I was like, well, I want to do something because I spent all the time getting ready and everything. So I went down to the Lost Goat and met up with a friend there, and she was dressed as Skelebaner. So it was a skeleton with, a boner, and she has like this pump thing inside of it that like anytime she pumps it bounces up and down and stuff. So that was hilarious. But yeah, there's a lot of good costumes. There was even a guy that was dressed as Lord Farquaad, and he was like short, and yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, your costume is amazing.
So, but before we had a headache, we were like, we want to go to the tracks, to the ghost tracks, and so for our little night before the show, we were hoping that, I guess we didn't know you were going to have internet issues. We had it movie night, so we were watching movies, eating pizza, because we didn't want to go trick-or-treating. She's like, I'm too old for that.
Yep.
So I'm like, and then she's very cautious about what they're giving, because they were talking about that on the news, about the apples, and that it was just so weird. I was like, and then I was like, why the hell do I have a headache? I mean, I was hurting bad, but I did take a nap, and it did help. So the night before I didn't sleep. And then today I was busy. I had a customer come to get a personal reading done. So the business
Oh,
is
nice.
picking up. So that I was to recoup from yesterday because my head was bad. I want to say the pain for me was like a 4. It wasn't like an 8, and then I would have been like really irritated and angry. But my pain was like a 4. I don't know how Brittney's pain was, but I'm gonna rate mine as a 4. It could have been a 5, but my pain was a 4. So speaking of that, babe, how would you rate your pain yesterday as you had the headache? Be 1 in 10. How bad you?
Maybe 5.
So you had yours was like 5, and mine was like a 4.
My head was hurting, and then my eyes.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah,
I
that's
guess it
good.
turned out for the best. But it did turn out for the best chance because we were eager to do the show, but it was just first your internet didn't work. We had a headache, so it was just maybe it was like a day calling for us to just relax and just enjoy family or drinking or whatever everybody else was doing. Um, but yeah, it was real. It was different. And then we carved a pumpkin. It was the first time together, and she did a good job. I'm so proud of her. She did a good job with the pumpkin. So, so
Yeah,
we
my
put garlic
pumpkin.
on it.
Oh, on your pumpkin?
No, on the seeds.
Oh.
On the seeds, we cleaned them and then put them in the oven. How was your pumpkin test? What you were gonna say?
Oh yeah, mine had gotten like squishy on the front side. So I ended up cutting it up for the chickens and the geese, and so they were loving it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, happy Halloween.
Mhm.
um, and then I had 3 pumpkins left, and I was like, well, are you kids going to carve your pumpkins or what? Because we've been talking about it all week, and Floyd had a friend over, so that was the perfect amount of pumpkins for the kids to be carving. I just took some pictures of those just shortly before the show kicked off. I'll have to send them to my son and
wow,
stuff, but they did really good on them,
wow.
and I didn't have to sit there and supervise or anything this time because they're all just getting old enough for certain things. They even went trick or treating by themselves.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, it was pretty
Well, that's
awesome.
good. Well, that's good. At least it gives you a time to, they need to be aware of their own candy and stuff. And but yeah, it was. And then I'm not looking for tomorrow. The time change. I'm not looking forward to that. Um, Also, respect to our ancestors. Tomorrow will be the ancestor day of the dead. Um,
Nice.
Much love to anyone that's loved ones on the other side. Respect your elders. Put altars. You can put pictures in front of your loved ones. If you have an altar, you can do that. And the respect for the Day of the Dead tomorrow. Amen.
Yeah, that's an awesome day. So do you guys like when you celebrate it or whatnot? Do you guys have like family gatherings or what goes on with that?
We used to, but now that I'm kind of like my circle is very small, um, we'll probably just do it with neighbors. That's
Yeah,
probably more or less it. One time we did dress up and we just, had a good time and stuff like that, but that was a long time ago. Um, Now it's just going to the cemetery and paying respect to my mom and everybody else that's up there. I'm pretty sure the cemeteries are beautiful with orange, all the Halloween colors and stuff. So, but yeah, we actually got to go before Halloween because I said, man, before Halloween it's gonna be like this. And they were already leaving signs at the restaurants to take your mask off as you enter the store. Um, they were doing that at the gas stations. Brittany's like, look,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
already leaving signs. Please take your mask off due to customers. And so I was like, I don't know if anything came out on the news because I know some people would be stupid enough to maybe dress up as president and rob a bank or rob a store. I didn't get to hear the news because we slept through the whole night. That's how bad our headaches were. So we really didn't. I didn't even get to watch my 9 o'clock news or 10 o'clock. So I was just like, I'm beat. My head was pounding. But outside of that, for the ones that we were supposed to have the show yesterday, so sorry about that, guys. We're making it up today. If you do want, oh, this is some kind of funny coming from me. I'm gonna make it slash. Just be prepared for what I'm about to say. If you want a reading, um, send me, message me if you're on Facebook or message me on Messenger, and you can get a reading from. Ready for this? Michael Myers slash Psychic Chris Garcia, or you can get a new reading from Mrs. Brittney the Witch slash I don't know. And if y'all want some, I don't know, Tessa has her pendulums out, so you can have a reading from all of us if you want. Just let us know if you want one, um, and we'll be there to assist you. Unless we want to talk about scary stories or give or superstition, knowing that it's not the belated Halloween. So if anybody has any stories to say or any things that they didn't know, like Brittany didn't know about the pumpkin. This is the Wiccan thing for the people that are Wiccan out there. Pumpkins, people usually do it to decorate it, to make faces, just for the Halloween spirit. But in Wiccan and Pagan, believe it or not, it's not just about carving the pumpkin and taking the seeds out and roasting them. Because that's what me and my mom would love to do that every year. But in Wiccan, once you do it, you carve it um, before Halloween or a couple of days before, and you put it outside. In the Wiccan pagan beliefs, it keeps the evil spirits and negativity away, so to speak. That kind of makes you wonder why the pumpkin gets this like weird looking face sometimes. Some people just say it's maybe the weather, the heat, but I'm thinking that that pumpkin is absorbing all that energy and it's taking all that pumpkin. So when you dispose of it, you put it in the garbage. And it gets rid of all the negativity for just not that, but I think it gives rid of it for the whole year. So if case if you guys did not know about the pumpkin thing, I just told you. It's a Wiccan pagan thing. And Brittany didn't even know about that, right, Nate?
Right, I didn't know about that.
So I don't know about you, Tessa. Did you know about the pumpkin thing?
No, not what you were just talking about there. From what I heard, it originated as carving turnips. I believe it was turnips. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that was in Ireland. And I guess the Irish actually brought Halloween over to the United States, but yeah, I didn't know anything about the getting rid of the negative energies and stuff when you throw your pumpkin guts
Mm,
out.
Mm.
wow. So that's interesting. See, so people learn every day. I believe that people absorb and learn things because some people need to learn. Um, and I feel like it's interesting because some people don't do this kind of stuff and don't do tradition. Um, I did it. I learned it from a few friends of mine, and every year I do it. So when you carve that pumpkin, you can do it for fun, but just keep in mind that you're also doing it for the Wiccan witch, you know. So Does anybody have any scary stories to share with us? Oh, sorry, Tess.
Oh, no, I was just saying, your idea to do scary stories, that's pretty good idea. And I mean, if we have to, we can even look some up. But I don't know. Do you have any scary stories?
The only thing I've had is talk to the dead and hear voices. Lately, there has been just some strange stuff, not just in the room, but in the house itself. I want to believe that it is my mom because there's things that like Brittney was taking a shower and the toothbrush fell from the shelf, and she was like, "Babe, I didn't touch that," and I was laying down, and she was like, "What is that?" Maybe my mom saying, "Take care of yourself, son, and start, taking care of yourself." But it was weird.
Yeah,
And Brittney's dreams. Go ahead.
yeah, it was weird because after I took a shower and I was drying, because there's toothbrush in the shower, and all of a sudden it just fell. It just fell, and I
How
was
do
like,
you
babe. I was like,
how,
babe.
how, how did you react to that, babe? That's the question I got to ask you. Since we're talking about scary incidents. How did you um how did you react to it when before you called me? Like, what was your first thought in your head? Like, what is this? Or like, what was the first thing that you said that kind of like really got your attention before you called me? What was your thought on your first thought that you
Like, I thought it was weird. I was like, how did it get? Because it was on top, and then all of a sudden it just was close to the shower door, and I was like, how did it get from over there? I didn't even touch it.
yeah, because I remember you called me and I find that very strange because you don't know um but I just feel like to me a lot of things don't make sense, I guess you can say. Um, I personally wouldn't know what to think or what to say about it. Um, but I think it all has a different meaning behind it, and I believe that too. Um, Everybody's got different stories. Like we have the tracks here that the story was so many years ago that there was kids who were on the bus. The bus got stuck in the middle of the tracks, and the driver couldn't turn it on. So guess what? The train just killed them. And to this day, you go to the site and excuse me, you go to the tree and there's like Rainy said, there's a lot of toys. Um, the energy you could feel like you're there. I believe that some of them did not cross over. As we're speaking of that, um, but I believe that there's so much that I believe that these kids are still young. I want to say between the ages of 5 and 10. I maybe could be a little off on that. Um, but I feel sorry for them and that's their soul. But that's a very interesting haunted place. And what is supposed to happen is when you go on that location, what happens is you put the truck or the car in neutral, you turn it off, and they're supposed to push you over the tracks, and you'll see handprints. And there has been handprints on a few occasions. But that's just one story that is legit. That it's not fake. Um, and just know that this stuff does. Okay, somebody said that they're watching the show. Okay. Um, No, the thing is, I don't know how that works. I believe you can still call. The only thing is, can they still call us, or is it better that they
I can put the link up
get
and you can
on?
call that way.
But is it more like how can I put it, like to where they can be on live, but they have to have their camera off, or how can you explain that to them so they can be aware?
Yeah, if you use the link to get to the show, you can be on camera if you want to, but you don't have to. There's settings on your end where you can set it up if you want a camera or not, and you can also add little photo avatar there. And like if you're talking, go ahead and unmute your microphone, but if you're not and you got a bunch of background noise or whatever, just make sure you mute your mic.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that track story you were talking about. I've seen a few people like doing videos there, and have you guys ever tried the baby powder on the bumper and along the car and
yes,
stuff?
yes, we did. Yes, we did do that. And it's funny that you said that, 'cause we did do that. The only thing is that I noticed that there was a lot of little weird looking hands, but it's weird because we have a lot of cats. But I noticed that the cats don't sleep on the truck, so that got me puzzled that you mentioned that, because we got three cats. But the prints of on the truck did look like more like sharpened, like more like real wavy. Um, but I don't know. It's just how it's. I can't explain. It's like more like a curvy kind of thing. So I find that kind of strange that you would say that, but I don't see what would make that on a truck. Because they would have scratched it if it was a bird. But then again, I don't know. But we did do it, and we didn't catch anything. So I probably have to scrub the truck again and go back. And it doesn't have to be on Halloween. You can go any time of the year,
Mm-hmm.
and they're supposed to be like handprints smaller than mine. Um, but that's something that you can do. I remember when I was younger, there was prints that were probably like maybe a 4 year old. Um, but as I gotten older, I guess me and Brittney, we just didn't get that lucky to get that prints on. So
And what's the do you know that what the anniversary of that incident is, or
that's a good question. I don't know. I would have to do the research. Um,
yeah, I wonder if there's like
but
more activity on that day or if it really matters.
yes, yeah, and that is a good question. I'll get back to you on that because now when we're on a break, I'm gonna do some research because I know this kind of stuff. I'm like a paranormal, like the way she's an enthusiast. I like doing the research. I like doing this kind of stuff outside of readings. I love doing the other side of doing the research, so people get their validation and know when the anniversary was. I've noticed that since I've been with Brittney, she's very intelligent. She's very good at doing that kind of stuff. Because we actually did a show not on you, but we did a show with a good friend that we don't talk no more. We did research on the Jeepers Creepers. There is a legit uh, story to that. It's not just the movie. There is truth to that. So if you were all the guys were into Jeepers Creepers, it's not just a movie. That really did happen. Um, there is a link between the Mothman and the Jeepers Creepers. They have similarities. It's just that the body's a little different, but the wings seem similar. We could send you a link so we can put those pictures on there. But we've noticed that when we work together, we do some good research, and whenever we're ready for that first break. But for guys, Tessa will probably put that link on there. And I got a message from one of my friends. I know you messaged me and said that you're not like wanting to be on camera. Uh, you don't have to be. You can have your camera off. I can send you the link so you can come on. You just turn your camera off. I don't know if you have a computer or phone. It should still work.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tessa can turn the camera off in case if they don't want to be on. I think it has to be them to do it, right?
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, it allows me to.
Because somebody was wanting to ask questions, but they're kind of like shy. So I don't know if they would even come on camera because they said that they're not feeling good, so they don't want to show their face on camera. So I don't know if they don't know how to take that camera off. Can you actually turn the camera off for them on your end?
No, it won't let me, but if they don't know how to turn the camera off, they could always put like a sticky note or a finger or something over where the camera is so it doesn't pick them up.
Okay. Let me
If the
see.
tech stuff
Speaking
is
of that,
difficult, I can't even
yeah,
get
because
my
I know.
camera to stay on.
Okay, so let me see.
I'm gonna have to
I don't know why, but okay, these are the. I think this is the alien deck, and this is the ghost tarot deck. And it's funny how I just got that. This is a new deck. So, which one do you all feel like I should do first card of the show?
Speaking of alien deck, I got mine too somewhere.
So, what do you think? Ghost tarot or alien deck?
The alien deck sounds interesting, but the ghost one, I go with the ghost.
Okay, so you want to go with that one? Okay, so let's see what the ghost tarot has to say.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how to get you on there bigger.
No, you don't have to. It's fine.
My
It's
stuff
fine.
doesn't want to work.
Okay, so this is how they look. Oh, there it goes. This is the back of it. Well, actually, the cover. And then these cards have different scenes on them. So let's see. What does the spirit have to say for Halloween and the Day of the Dead? Any messages from the other side? Any messages from the other side that we can allow them to tell us? Ancestor A and R. Interesting. So a lot of people are wanting to connect to the ancestors. Some of them, which I've seen this on TikTok, so this is relevant with what I've been doing. It's showing they're on the boat. I don't know if you could see that. And there's like it looked like the full moon on the card, and it looked like there's a face in the sky. So that's meaning that the ancestors are more near than what we realize. They're closer to what they're saying that they're near, but they're not far away. And it's kind of like a reminder saying, you can't talk to me like the way you used to, but just know that we're always here. We're watching over you. So that's pertaining probably to me. It feels like kind of like lonely at times. So that kind of like hit rock bottom right there. Then we also have the second card, which is, I can't see this number here. I can't see the number. I have to look at it after the show or when we're on break. But see how it looks like a silhouette of a person. Yeah, so that's like the angel of death, which meaning that death is part of life and there's nothing that you can do to escape that. It's part of life. So that can pertain to me because there's a lot of things that I'm afraid of in the afterlife, even though I'm a medium. It's just that part of life that it takes a lot more energy to communicate on the other end. It takes a lot more energy. So we're going to do one more card. And then this one, oh my God, this one hits hard too. This one is showing that you want to go to the cemetery, which, oh my God, that just hit me. That you want to say I love you to them, and you wish you can give them a hug. And see how the top one shows it, where he's hugging the stone, the gravestone, but then at the top, they're hugging each other on the top. So it's like he's wanting to do the top instead of hugging just the rock. So that
Yeah.
really hit bottom to that the Day of the Dead is very, very strong right now. And the spirits are wanting to know that just because they are not a call away or not in front of you, that they're always with you, and no matter how depressed or how lonely you feel, they're always here. And that's the message I got with those three cards. I know that was a card for me, Mom, but okay, I get the point, Mom. I got the point. So those were my cards. So what did y'all think of the
That was
ghost
pretty
deck?
awesome.
Pretty awesome, huh? What did you think, Britt?
Pretty awesome.
So what does your card got to say for the Day of the Dead? Right? Take your turn and see what it says. See what it says pertaining, if it goes along with what I said.
Well, you know what that guy used.
Oh, and by the way, if you want the link, I don't know if I can share that link on through regular text. Let me see here. I don't know if I can. I know I can share the link on Messenger. Hold on, let me see. Oh shit, my site's hurting. I'm trying to figure out if there's a link, like if you can copy it and paste it as a text message, or does it have to be only on Messenger? Hold on, let me right now.
I'm seeing Gmail, email, and Messenger, but I mean,
okay.
And then here, I just posted it in the comments, but I'll post it here too. So that's the link to get on here.
I have a link here, but I don't know if anybody would want to see. I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, my side's hurting.
Babe.
I think I need to drink.
Your stomach's hurting?
Yes. No, my side. I think I need to drink water. Go ahead. So what did you...
card I got is wait.
Okay. That makes sense too. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. And then what's the second card?
Unlikely outcome.
So that's probably that some people can communicate and others can't. So that makes sense too. Okay.
It must depend on how much energy they have.
Yes, and that is correct. Not all spirits know how to communicate, so they're going to use what they can, because they can't touch you, they can't grab you. It's like they're just going to go right through. So they use what they have been taught and what they can learn while they're going through transition. So that is correct. That is very correct. Okay, what is the third card?
Ooh. This one, no need to worry.
They find a way. That's what I got with that card, that they'll find a way to communicate. That hits rock bottom. Wow.
Mhm.
I love your cards, babe. I love them.
Thank you. And then
So that kind of hits.
the fourth card asked for help.
That one would be pertaining to if you ask for help, you gotta believe and you gotta give it time. That's why the first card said wait. So that does pertain that they're not gonna come to you when you want them. They're gonna come to you when they can and when they are ready.
Backpack is.
So that so that is.
Some stuff on the love seat. Okay, look.
That's
So I
how
would like to see. I want to see what Tessa's cards say. If her card, if she has the tarot, because now all the cards that I did and the cards you did are matching up together with the Day of the Dead. Then it's matching up.
Okay.
Wow. That is that. No, you're fine, Tess. You're fine. So that just says that the Day of the Dead, they're wanting to communicate. It's just that you just got to be patient and don't worry. They'll find their way to communicate with you.
and also like they can't communicate like we can. Their communication's different from ours.
That is correct. That is so correct. But see, but people think that they're gonna communicate the way they can do it in life, but it's different because they don't have a body no more. So basically, all it is just energy. It's just the body. It's just the soul without the body. So if they can't touch you and they can't like call you, they gotta find a way to to communicate because they can't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is different on the other side, and we will all be there when it's our time. It's just that some people are going to go sooner than others. And you know what I feel, and I don't know why. I'm actually getting a good feeling tonight. I don't know what it is. And the ones that are just barely joining the show, we were supposed to have a show yesterday. Tesla's internet didn't work. I had a headache. Brittney had a headache, and I feel like I want to say like yesterday was more like for people that like to trick or treat with their kids and their family and drink and whatever. It was more like it was meant to be. Is what I'm feeling. And I feel like it was more meant to be for us to be on tonight because I think a lot of people would have been out trick or treating and they probably wouldn't have been watching the show to begin with anyway because everybody would have been drinking, drunk, giving out candy, people trick or treating. So if you really think about it, it played out the way it was meant to. Do you agree with that, Tess and Britt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was. This is how it was meant to be for us to be on tonight and not yesterday. Oh, and by the way, this is Chris,
Yeah. And like I
Psychyic
said, it's
/
funny
Michael
how
Myers.
like
Go ahead.
Slasher Psychic Chris Garcia. I saw somebody doing a video earlier, and they're like, "And here's a large portrait of Michael Jackson, but it was Michael Myers." I'm like, "What the hell?" I thought it was funny.
So what were you gonna say, Tess, about that? It was funny that what?
Oh, that like everything lined up like that, like the internet not wanting to work, you guys getting headaches. Like first it was you, and then you said it was Brittney, right? And then
Yes.
I don't know. I just feel like you said, it's better timing and kind of goes along with everything happens for a reason, whether good or bad, and it's for a reason. So maybe it's better that we did it tonight than last night, like you said.
And that's Michael Myers coming from you. Michael Myers is telling you, and it's funny. Michael Myers is actually telling you guys what he feels because he doesn't talk. Michael Myers is like, that's all he does in the movies. So
Tilts his head.
He doesn't
Michael
talk.
Myers, a
Just for
dictator.
y'all. Right?
Yeah, his wife is always like, "What is wrong with you? You're so embarrassing." And he'll just sit there and tilt his head at her like a dog does. I'm like, it just cracks me up.
And you know what's the similarity between? Yeah, and it's funny because I love Michael Myers. He's always been like, I've been a real good movie, even though he's been like old. But I just like, the sound effect that they make, and Brittney knows it too because she did it the other day. That she put like a video with the Michael Myers theme song, and I was like, really, babe? She was, huh? So, but but I'm like I said, I just feel like today was meant for us to be on, and for some reason yesterday was not working for nobody. And for the ones that kind of missed Michael Myers earlier, he's right here. Hi.
Yeah,
I'm not wearing the mask, guys. I'm not wearing the mask, guys. If y'all want me to wear it, I'm not freaking wearing it because this thing is made out of plastic and it's hot. And plus, I only have one fan on, and I can't have the fan on because then you would hear a lot of static in the background. So you wouldn't be able to hear me talk. So, but this is actually there's two different kind of Michael Myers. There's this one and this one, but this one came with an outfit. But this is more like this is like rubber rape.
Yeah.
Like rubber, and this one's like plastic. So I prefer this one over that one because that one is hot. So if anybody wants any readings from Michael Myers slash Psychyic Garcia, or Brittney the Witch, or Tessa the, I don't know what she's supposed to be, the vampire or something.
Mistress of the Dark. Elvira.
Elvira. Oh, from the Addams family. There you go.
No, it's Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark. She used to have a show back in the 80s where she'd show like scary movies and kind of rate them or whatever. But I don't know. She was just funny, and she ended up having a show of her own on television for a little bit, but mostly it was just the movie show, and then I don't know, she's still going today. It's crazy.
Okay, I see on this one thing I was going to tell you guys. I'm looking at it because it's like on TikTok, it's going like, not TikTok, on YouTube, it's showing like a delay. So as I'm talking, it's showing me like showing the mask.
Yeah,
for the guys
that's normal.
that are wanting to be on video and you cannot click on that paste, you don't have to be a subscriber, but I'm pretty sure Tessa would like that. But if you can't subscribe because your computer or phone doesn't let you, there's a button where it says more, and if you go to where it says where we are Paradox Media, go at the very bottom, and it highlighted in blue, it's going to show a link, and it's going to show that same link that Tesla's showing on here. So you can click on that link on YouTube and you can come out. And if you want your camera off, then you would be like this. Hold on. Like this. Exactly like that. So if you prefer to be on camera, then you can be like us. If you prefer not to, then you can just turn the camera off. I'm just giving you guys that heads up that are on YouTube that don't know how to use YouTube. Click on the link, go scroll a little up, and the link will be highlighted in blue. So just to let you know, FYI.
Yes. Well, I got a few cards here. If you want
Okay, so what are your cards saying, Tessa? What's
So I did a 3-card draw, and the first one I got was Empress, and I'm thinking it's signifying a time of like growth and creativity and harnessing your power. It can also be like a supportive and sensual relationship is indicated, but I'm thinking it's like harnessing your power on the other side, if that's what it is. Learning, like you said, learning how to communicate and everything, because it's not the same on the other side as it is here with communication and such. I don't know if you've ever astraled. I did accidentally a couple times, and I did not know how to.
I've done that. I've done
Yeah,
that.
I didn't know how to like move my body the way you do it physically. So, yeah, I felt like a drunk baby. But even with communicating, the dream realm is easiest for them to come through. But yeah, so that's what I got for that one. And then Two of Wands was the second one I got. And it can signify the healing of past wounds through a new positive connection or the healing of a severed relationship. A lot of times when you lose somebody is a time when people decide to come back together and mend things or whatnot. And if you pass before you're able to do that, you tend to realize on the other side that a lot of the stuff that mattered to you on this side doesn't really matter over there. And yeah, so there's that. And then the Six of Wands, like triumphing over a difficult situation, like I said, the loss of a loved one or whatnot. And like I said, in the dream realm, somebody could come through and give you the recognition you needed or whatever. Like some parents don't know how to show love or give love because they have never been given that as a child. Their parents didn't do that for them, so they don't know how to do it as well. Having kids and being a parent doesn't come with an owner's manual, but a lot of times on the deathbed or in dreams on the other side, they'll tell you what they always intended to, like, I love you, or I'm proud of you, and different things like that. So, I don't know. That one just gave me the goosebumps, but yeah, those are the 3 I got.
Wow. So it kind of hits on everything that we just said because the veil is very thin. And with everything going on, people think that the angels and the spirits
Yeah,
are
so
loved
like
ones.
before, everything's
They
lining
think,
up.
and I feel that people that are very skeptic, I'm telling you right now, if you don't think that your loved ones can see you're doing good or bad, you're wrong. They can see everything you're doing. Not that they eavesdrop all the time, but they can see and know what you are doing. So if you're doing wrong to a family member, or if you're doing wrong to just anyone, they see it. They can't do anything about it. They can just probably pray for you, but just because you think that they're not there to say, hey, you're not doing that, or no, you're not doing that to my son, or no, you're not doing that to my daughter, they might not respond, but they can come to you in dreams, and if they can be very upset, they will haunt you.
Kind of losing you.
Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind that the law of attraction is very strong on the other side, and they believe in karma too, just like I do.
Yes.
And Brittney believes in that too, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, like Brittney's experience in the bathroom. You're never alone, even in the shower.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah, and I believe in that what you do, you get it tenfold. So keep that in mind. So, like I said, if anybody wants to, he is
Yeah, if you
not
guys want to
what?
call in, the link is down
Yeah,
below. And it is time to go to our first music break, so that'll give time for people to get the link, get their stuff together, or questions that they want to ask, or maybe they can call in with their ghost story or paranormal experience. That would be cool.
yep,
But yeah, like
exactly.
we said before, you don't have to be on camera. You can always cover it up with something if you don't know how to, finagle it on the computer. But yeah, let's go ahead and head on to our first music break. And
I
on
will
this
be right back.
music break, yes, we have Miss McKaylin Hay from Ontario, Canada, and she's going to be singing Nothing But Blood, Devil You Know, Close, and Collapse. And then we have, oh my goodness, Fred Johnson III from Canyon County, California with Sugar. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Count the roses hanging their heads. They're standing straight up, blooming instead. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Why does that guy have a smile on his face? Why is the sun even shining today? Why are the headlines talking about love? Don't they all know what happened to us? Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. Now that we're apart, there's nothing. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. He's rushing towards fields painted greener. It doesn't see the demons behind, praying you're getting close to the line, so they can get their hands on love and trade it off for silver. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Your nervous spine is crawling with shivers. You're standing right in the eye of a blizzard. You're inches from a shelter, so near to warmth of a home in a chandelier, shining down its light on love, wishing you'd be closer. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Saw you for the first time in a while, in a while. You seemed so surprised. I worked out a smile, out a smile, out a smile. 'Cause I've grown and I've changed. Yeah, we went separate ways. How come we're both back here? 'Cause you pushed me away, had my life rearranged, but still we're both back here. Back here, close to me. I want you close to me. I can see that you want me. where all will go wrong, my sugar.
Welcome back, and thanks so much for joining us tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. We're doing our Halloween Spooktacular. We didn't get to do it last night because that's just how the cards aligned. But this evening we have Psychic Chris Garcia on, as well as Miss Brittney Carlstrom. Welcome back, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Popped off there.
Ooh.
He's back.
We're back. We're back. We actually took a candy break.
Nice.
Babe, you're echoing.
I know. I don't know why I'm echoing.
Oh shoot, hold on one second. I forgot to do one thing. Okay, that should be better. I forgot to push the echo cancellation. So I do stereo on music break.
So I just wanted to say we do have people watching, but there's I guess a few people are shy. Valerie, I know you're watching. She messaged me. She's going through an emotional time, I guess. Since, but I guess it's funny how we talk about ancestors, loved ones, people, on the other side, and I think it's very touching to some people. Um, but hopefully, people, um, if you need guidance, just know that we're here. Um, so I'm just messaging her because she said that we're on break, and I said no, we're not. I just we're getting a delay on YouTube for some reason. Hopefully she sees that in a minute. But I do feel that what Tessa's reading, the reading I got, and the reading that Brittney gave, it kind of says that we do have to wait when they are ready to communicate. It's on a different time. And one thing I would say that to anyone, it doesn't have to be a son, it can be a mom, it can be a sister, brother. And this is coming from someone that has learned, death has been around, well, death is around all of us, but, you losing your mom, it's tough. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now, friend, this is for anyone. It doesn't have to be a mom, it doesn't have to be, it can be anyone that you lost. It can be a husband, it can be a wife, your special partner, whatever. Always say that you love them. No matter if they're a brother, or sister, or mom, brother, because you're not promised tomorrow. But just know that you cherish them because life is short. And knowing that some of them are already on the other side, it's a different vibration, different frequency. And I think sometimes you blame yourself, like I could have did this, I could have did this, because I feel like that sometimes. But that's just a human emotion. And others have said, why do you feel that way? You were a good son and she loved you. But I know some of you are probably going to text me in a minute saying, yeah, I told you that. Brittney told me that. But I guess I'm too hard on myself. and just know that I think we take things for granted when we shouldn't. And that's when we appreciate them more because they're not there to talk to you. We're not, they're not there to say hi or give us advice when we need it. And advice, if it's a dad or a mom or even a sister, whoever you're real close to, cherish them because one day you will never see them again until it's your time. And that is the biggest message I have for people that are emotional, like I'm one of them. Stop. Behave. Cats are behaving. They're messing with my Michael Myers bag. Um,
Like, we'll slash you,
those
Michael.
are, yeah, they're not, behave. They're messing with this look. It comes with the, I don't have to take things away from them. They're worse than children. I don't need to have kids. They are my kids. They are our kids. Can you phrase that? I'm just looking at me like, but yeah, there are kids, and just know that you cherish everyone that you love. We will see them, you know, and it's just know that you love them and cherish them. And yes, Valerie, I give you a shout out, Valerie. You're like, did you really say my name? Yes, I did. I did say it on YouTube. I bet you're smiling right now. But I don't know what you're going through. Just know that whatever emotion you have, knowing that you've probably been listening to the show for a while, they were talking about the Day of the Dead. Cherish your mom, your dad, everybody that you still have here with you. Because when God calls them, it's you start having regrets and you start saying, "I should have did this, I should have did that." But you shouldn't be so hard on yourself, like me. It's just a human emotion that when they're gone, we look back at what we should have done, and it's not our fault. It's just that we were all in our own little world, like I was. I was being Chris. I wasn't thinking. And now that I'm grown older and matured, being from a psychic to really being on my own and knowing that Brittney's by my side is it's tough. And I tell her she should be happy she still got her parents, but sometimes even that she says that's not always enough because I don't want to expose a lot of stuff. But she says having family doesn't always mean that they're out. Sorry, this is Will, the one that's causing one of my problems right now. This is a new one. I don't know if you've seen her. She is something else. Why do you want to be on YouTube tonight? Want to say hi to Mama?
Hi, Willow.
So yeah, but but like I said, just cherish them and love them forever because we will join them when it's our time. Veronica, hi. I did get your messages, but you're typing in a lot of questions. Um, I don't know what the question you're wanting to know. You can ask one question at a time because I can't answer all of them. Stop. Um, so just be a bit more specific on what you're wanting to know because some of the questions you're wording them don't make sense. So it's just I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Um, I was gonna say something. Brett, did you hear what I said? I told Valerie hi. She's watching us, by the way.
Hi, Valerie.
So, do you have any advice for her? I don't know what she's going through, but she's emotional right now. And I told her she can come on, but maybe it's not that time yet. So maybe you can see if she'll. What do you feel for her?
I don't know what's going on with you, Valerie, but just stay strong. Hang in there. Everything will be okay. in time. Just stay strong.
And I don't know if Tessa, you're a friend of mine that Tessa's been my friend for years. So I don't know, you don't know Valerie, but she's a good friend. I've met her in person. So if there's anything you can tell her, Tess, without knowing her, we can go ahead and speak. So, because she's watching the show also. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult when you're going through a hard time, and a lot of people hate it when I say everything happens for a reason, but life is like a learning process. You know, it's kind of like we're in school, so bad things happen for us to learn lessons from. And I don't know, just know that your emotions and stuff are valid, and like Chris was saying, don't be hard on yourself. Like, we are our own worst critics, and it's hard to take our own advice as well. Like, you might know what exactly you need to do right now, but it's really difficult to go in that direction. It could be because of habit, or it could be just because dependence or anything else like that. It's hard to step away from what you're comfortable with, even if it's not good. But yeah.
And you know, another thing, and I don't know. Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish. I was going to say something right when you said that. Go ahead, Tom.
It's okay. I was going to say time will tell, and people say time heals all things, which I don't know. I think you'll always remember and feel things, but yeah. Just have patience with yourself and make sure you love yourself and tell yourself you love yourself every day in the mirror. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
And I'm going to add a little something to what she just said. It's funny. I'm hearing Ozzy in my head. Rest your soul, Ozzy. We love you up there. Ozzy is going to hit me too. That song is in my head. There's actually a few, but the one that's hitting me right now for you, Valerie, is Changes. If you listen to Ozzy, that song says, I quote, "We are going through changes. I'm going through changes."
That song makes me want to cry.
Yes, it does. It hits very hard because he did go through changes. His body was changing. He was aging, which we all get old. Our body changes with our health. So it kind of hits hard as you get older. The other song that kind of, when I put changes, the other song that I put together with that, but a total different singer, because I used to listen to this with my mom. Do you remember that song? It's called Sailing by Christopher Cross. It's a beautiful, very slow song. And a lot of you guys on TikTok put of that song that really does hit. Very soothing, but it makes you think of your childhood and how the time has flown by, which I think about my childhood a lot. I haven't really said that, but I'm actually telling you guys what I've been feeling lately. That when I was a kid, I'm thinking back in my head, going to school, getting up in the morning, um, just remember going to school and having my mom there help me, hitting me right now, um, and saying that I hate school, which I regret saying that, because school is like, if I had a choice to never grow up, I would be in school and never grow up, because knowing that I'm on my own, and as you get older, this is what you're going to start saying, Mommy, I hate you, Mom, I hate you, Dad. Mom, can I get a phone? No. Mom, can I have a boyfriend? No. Can I go out, Mom? No. Mom, can you buy me a car? No. They do it for our own good. All those things that we remember as a child, we always got the word no. I didn't like the word no. Who in the hell just likes no? I don't know about you guys. I hated the word no. But now that I realize that it was for my own benefit. No, you gotta come home. No, you better be home. No, you got to go to bed. No, you got to go to school. No, it was just everything was no. No, 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 no. There was a few times I got yes, but very few. So I didn't get my way. And those things you cherish forever. And just know that when you think about those old times as of being a child and time flies by, you look at yourself in the mirror, like Tessa said, and you're like, where did time go? Look at me, I'm 49. When I looked at the mirror, I was only 10. How time flies by. It makes you realize about life. And Ozzy, thank you for sharing that song Changes. That really touches my heart. And then the other one that got to me was hearing voices, voices,
No more
a
tears.
thousand voices.
Yeah, that's
That one
no
got to
more
me too.
tears.
Yeah. so
I'll meet you on the other
so
side.
yeah, and that one too. That one really gets to me too. Now between you guys, I think Changes is hitting me right now, and No Tears, and the one with the voices on the other side. Which one is hitting you guys as I'm talking about all this about my childhood? Which one is hitting you the most? Changes, No Tears, or the other one? Which one? And I'm gonna go with you, Britt. Which one is hitting you right now?
Mm, what hits me hardest changes.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Um, cause
Yeah.
I've been thinking about boots lately, and then it just makes me want to cry.
Okay. Is that the only reason, or is it because you're getting older and time is flying by?
Well, I didn't really think about that, but you
Okay.
know,
What
it
about
is.
you, Tasman? And this is another one that's misbehaving. This is Eclipse. Say hi to the camera, Mr. Troublemaker. He's
Like, I
being
don't
bad, babe.
it's a
You're being
perfect
bad.
choice.
He's like, I'm being a gentleman. I don't know what you're talking about.
Check yourself.
Right? So, so
But
Tessa,
no,
what is the one that got to you with Ozzy right now as we're in the moment?
yeah, I agree with Brittany. Changes seems to fit, and I don't know. I think it's because we're constantly growing. I refuse to get old, but we're constantly changing and learning things about ourselves. So yeah, change is the only thing that stays the same, really.
And that's what Ozzy says in that quote. And he does say a part, and what you just said, he just say things remain the same. There's a part he says that. So that's just very strange that you said that. So Valerie, hopefully that kind of hits you, not to make you cry, but just know that things will get better and and you will be okay. And just know that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't have to look in the mirror because some people just don't like the mirror. It kind of doesn't
I'm
show the
one of
good
them.
things about. Um, just know that if it doesn't work for you in the mirror, then sometimes just look up and talk to God and just say, "Help me through this hard time of sadness. Work this hard time of depression or whatever you're going through at the time." And just my prayers are with you and your family, and regardless of whatever you're going through, God did not give you a battle that you cannot fight. There's choose your battles wisely, and not all the things will you be able to fight. Part of getting old is something you can't fight. That's just nature. You can't fight that. But what you can do is spend time with your family, and that you can do, and cherish every moment like it's your last. Oh, that hit hard when I said that. Whew. That hit hard. That hit hard when I said that one. That kind of just went. But like I said, hopefully you guys realize that it's life is precious and life is short. And for Veronica, I hope that with whatever that guy, if he does not call you, um, just know that he's probably not the one. And I'm pretty sure you're thinking too as you're about to hear what I'm about to tell you. When I was single, I'm gonna go with the story. And this is true fact. My mom was alive. My mom always said, "You're gonna find someone for you." Well, I told one particular person, "I'm not gonna find, but no one's gonna want me. I'm not gonna find no one." Shit, was I wrong? I was very wrong. And that person described that person to a T. And I'm looking at her right now. So just remember, it's if you feel like there's somebody that's not out there for you, don't give up because there's always someone out there for everyone. As my mom would say. That's exactly what my mom would say. There's always somebody for everyone. Does that ring a bell? Because my mom always used to tell me that when I was young and even until I was older. So thank God that she was right. And I know I'm gonna get a little smushy in here, but I want to do it. Babe,
Yes.
I love you.
Love you too.
And just is like, oh my God, we're getting a little smushy.
Little giggle.
But just know that you are loved, guys. That you are loved out there. And if you don't have someone to talk to, just talk to a friend or someone that you can rely on and cry their shoulder on them. But just know that it's tough and life is not easy. If it was, we wouldn't be here. And to our lovely American people, I hope you guys are happy with what you voted for because now we're in shutdown. On the other note, oops, did I say that, Tessa? Do you make fun of what's his face? You're gonna build the wall. You're gonna build the wall. How do you do it, Tessa?
White House. It's gonna be great. With the rose garden.
I'm gonna make America great again. Mm-hmm.
Y'all sound just like him now. But anyways, like outside of that, if you guys do want a reading, don't be shy to ask because we don't bite. And by the way, we're not vampires, so just on that note, unless you want us to bite you, I don't know about that one.
I wish I was one.
Oh, really? Never mind. We'll talk about that one later. So, so if anybody wants to join the show, Valerie, you can message me right now. You can have your camera off. You don't have to have your camera on. I will send you the link as of now. You just click on it. Let me see. Where is this damn thing? I'm looking for it. Let me look for it. In case she might come on. She might be kind of a little shy. Brittney can tell you that, right, babe? She's a little shy.
Yeah, I can be shy too.
Okay, Valerie, you see that link? Click on it. You can come on. And Tessa, like Tessa said, you don't have to be on camera. when you click on it, I don't know what kind of phone you have, but if you have an Android, it's going to say click here. Um, it shouldn't say to copy and paste unless you have an iPhone. The iPhone usually do that. Um, but just click on that. It should bring you to the studio. She will see you. We can't see you until she brings you on. And at the very bottom of your phone, you're going to look to the left. There's a mic. And then a little bit to the right, you're going to see the camera off. And you just hit that. And you will be just like this. You cannot see me, but you can hear me. There you go. So I'm giving people instructions. Oh, and by the way, Miss Tessa, is Sandra listening to the show? Our friend Sandra from the
I don't
chat
know.
that we used to have.
Yeah, she pops in occasionally, but not for very
I know,
long.
because I remember the last time she said hi, Chris, and I'm like, who's hi? And because I hadn't seen her in a long time, but I know that she says hi, and if she is watching, hi.
Hi, Sandra.
but just know that for any of you guys, you don't have to be camera shy. I'm actually looking at who else might want to be on. I'm looking at my messages. Um, if any of you guys want to watch, you can. Or you can just be in the background and hide. See if I'm looking at people. Yeah, she's looking at it, but I don't know if she's gonna come on. But outside of that, does anybody else have any scary stories besides the tracks? Do you have any scary stories while we wait for anyone to join, Tessa, that you can share with us?
Yeah, this one, so it's by Fjord Horse Girl 13, and it says, people who live near Hutchinson, Kansas, have you heard the story of Little Boy Blue? I remember the nursery rhyme, but it says, so I was hanging out with my friend on Halloween, and when we were done trick-or-treating, her dad said, we're going to go look for Little Boy Blue. I remember doing a Google search about him, and the only thing that came up was a story about some boy in Nebraska. This wasn't what we were
Wow.
doing. So I asked, who's Little Boy Blue? So there was a little boy who drowned in a pond out in the countryside. According to the legend, if you drive to that little intersection, not exactly sure where we were, but it was somewhere by North Kent Road. But if you park your car there and turn it off, then the ghost of the little boy Blue will walk across the dirt road from the side with the pond where he died to the side where his family's house was. So we parked there and waited, and then something moved across the road, walking towards us, its eyes glowing. See, that's creepy. Shouldn't be doing that. And my friend and I freaked out, laughed. Stray cat, but has anyone else heard about this story, or was the dad just making it up? I don't know. There could be some truth to that.
Wow.
When I go out to check on my chickens at night, several times a night,
Yeah, that
flashlight,
is that is kind of scary though, because now it's making me wonder if there is something that we're not aware of. Because if there is, it makes you wonder like what is really out there. And like we had said on the last show, we did actually see spaceships. That's what we're gonna call that. And knowing that I got that validation kind of creeped me out. Um, it just confirms that we're not alone. And just when you think you're alone and you're just looking at the sky, um, just be aware that there is another world, that we're not just here alone. And if people think we're here alone, no, we're not, because it's just no. I personally feel, even when I was younger, I've been abducted. I had markings on my body, knowing that I'm not alone. And just to feel that people think that we're nuts and that we are making up this shit. It's just not. It's profound that if you think that people are doing it to seek attention, like Tessa's already shared a picture with me of seeing her encounter spaceship from a friend of hers. And that just confirms that there is a lot more life out there that we're not aware of. And the way that the world's coming, not to an end, but it feels that way. I feel like there's going to be more things that we think that did not exist that will be showing themselves. And I don't think we're done with just spaceships. I want to think that if we're lucky, you might just see a fairy.
Mhm.
So that would be the next thing I think that people are going to be seeing fairies that look like little grasshoppers, but they're not. As far as Bigfoot, I think Bigfoot has been kind of, so to speak, kind of quiet. But I don't feel.
I don't know if it's Moni or Moni. I'm thinking Moni, but it says they have a question for you, and he says
Okay.
he got a call last night, 1 a.m. Who was it? And it says, well, maybe it's now. Now he looks for how, and what he wants. Truth prediction, please. I'm not quite sure.
I feel like he was probably calling to see how you were doing. Um, I would say like most people usually call it around random hours. So if you choose to answer it, that's what you're doing. But I feel that you have to know and feel when if it's him, and just know that he's wanting to talk to you. It's just he's gonna probably call you at random weird hours. So just be aware that it's not gonna be the time like a regular. What are you doing? Get away from there! Hey, I'm telling you, our kids are bad. And by the way, it's Raven. Um, but just know that things will get better, and you just gotta be patient. And sometimes us men, we're just kind of complicated. Um, did I just say that? Yes, I did. We are complicated, just like women are. Ah, love you, babe.
Love you.
You're gonna get stuck. Get out of there. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I'll be right back. My geese are going off. I'm going to send my son out, but he can't hear me from here. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Come on. Work with me here. Cheese and crackers. See in a second.
You're fine. So if anybody wants to ask us any questions, you're gonna get stuck, child. Get out of there. Call your child, babe.
Raven.
She's not listening to you. That's expected. She's a female. And females are stubborn. Some of you. What are you drinking, right?
Huh?
Are you drinking? Look like you're drinking.
I'm not drinking. I have
Are you
my
still
pillow
bringing in?
now.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. What were we
Uncle
gonna
Fred.
ask questions? You can walk. So, but if anybody wants to ask us questions, you're able to.
I have another ghost story. Gore story. You want to hear a gore
Go ahead.
story?
Yeah, go ahead, tell us.
Okay, so this one is about the Luxor Pyramid, and it says that the title is The Luxor in Las Vegas is the cursed paranormal hotbed. So this guy is called Cells Knights 1, 30 mil if it matters. I'm in Cells, and Las Vegas is part of my territory. Although I don't live there, I spend lots of time there for work and need to keep my hotel bill under a certain amount in order to have the company reimburse them. Luxor is cheap, has a good valet parking, and is close to my work event. Plus, I never stayed there before, probably has some dated charm to it. I thought, fuck it, why not? When I walk into the lobby, I felt a mix of uneasy and curious. The Egyptian theme is so dated, yet the architecture was so ambitious for its time, it's hard not to appreciate it. I get to my room and I just start laughing. This is the worst hotel I've ever stayed in by far. It was built in 93, but for some reason feels much more dated than that. I always get a room with 2 queens everywhere I stay because hotels routinely skimp on blankets, so I take the blankets from one bed and bring them to the other, so I'm cozy. I do not bring over any pillows since I had enough and wouldn't be able to lay down with 6 huge pillows. Anyways, I wake up early, work out in my room, shower, housekeeping knocks on my door while I'm getting ready. I had to really yell for her to hear the room was still occupied. Kind of annoying, so I put a do not disturb sign on my door handle, which stays on for the entirety of my stay. Right as I get ready, the fire alarm goes off. This is the first time this has happened at any hotel I've ever stayed at, I thought. While evacuating, security told me our elevator is shut off, but the opposite sides was still functional, meaning the alarm was triggered somewhere on my side of the resort. Had to take the fire escape down from the 12th floor. So I googled Luxor fire alarm, and I guess this happens a couple times every month. I wondered if this was a case with every hotel in Vegas, but chalked it up to it being so cheap, attracting a lot of riffraff. I come back to my room a few hours later to meditate and clear my head for a work event. I beeline straight for the window and check out the view. Then I look at my bed. For some reason, the pillows from the guest bed were stacked up parallel on top of each other, 3 high on my bed. Nothing was stolen, and I'm not sure if anything else was misplaced. I wouldn't have remembered the previous location of any other objects in my room, but I knew for a fact that I didn't do this. Kind of gave me the creeps, but
Wow.
but then I thought security problem was looking for the cause and fire alarm and looked in my room even though I had a do not disturb sign. Then I thought, but why would something that triggers a fire alarm be under the pillows of the guest bed, and why would they stack them up so neatly on my bed? But I was there for an important work event and was trying to relax before I had better things to focus on. I dim the curtains, lay down, and take deep breaths. I don't come back until after my work event. Got back to my room around 11. Open the door and my brain's alarm goes off. Something doesn't look right. Curtains were wide open. I knew I didn't leave them that way again. Nothing was stolen. This freaked me out, but I was trying to mentally justify this. And housekeeping will do that a lot. When they come in your room, they'll open the curtains and stuff. But he says, I thought,
Wow.
turned up the AC this morning and the windows are diagonal. Maybe the draft opened them on their own, and I could also just have ADHD'd it, open my windows on autopilot and forgetting I did it. Had to gaslight myself to sleep that night, told myself that it was just my ADHD, and it was in fact me that opened the curtains, but when I thought of what the room looked like when I was leaving earlier, it was dim. That scared me and had to switch my mental channel. I had to imagine myself opening the curtains and forgetting, and pictured that so many times it seemed plausible. I didn't shower that night, out of fear that if something was messing with me, it might take me being naked, wet, and vulnerable as an opportunity to escalate. I prayed hard while constant bumping and tapping occurred throughout the night, chalking up the noises to loud, unruly neighbors, but the whole time I never saw anyone leave or enter any of the rooms around me. In the morning, I looked at the curtains, still closed. Wasn't a draft that opened them yesterday. I got a call with my team said I was excited to leave because weird shit keeps happening. They asked what I meant, and I told them everything. One of my colleagues, who was a Vegas local, told me, the Luxor is notorious for being haunted and cursed, and this is a well-known thing people have said about staying here. As I was leaving, I ran into a security guard outside the elevator and asked her if security goes into rooms, even if they have the Do Not Disturb sign on, if the fire alarm goes off, to see what the origins are. She basically said
That's crazy.
she doesn't remember a time they've done that. I told her about the pillows, then about the curtains being open, and if it wasn't giving me anything, so I straight up asked her if the place was haunted. She told me no, and that she's never heard that, and no one's ever reported that to her. And I thought, weird. Maybe my coworker just knows a couple people who are bullshitters. Maybe all this stuff was in my head. I asked the front desk about security going into rooms. She said, no, never. I then asked about guests reporting objects moving in their rooms when they're gone. She again said, no, never. And a lot of times they're instructed to say that. She's never heard of it and wasn't giving an inch. Then I said, all right, be straight with me. Is this place haunted? Have any other guests ever reported unexplainable things happening in their room? She said, no, never. Haven't heard that from any guests. That's terrible somebody moved your stuff around. You should file a report. I smiled and said I was all right because nothing was stolen. I then Googled, is the Luxor Hotel haunted? If nothing popped up, I would have dropped it, but boy, it was obvious that at this point, employees there are trained to gaslight. See, I just said that. And ghosts are bad for business. Not only is this a common experience among guests at the Luxor, but it's one of the most common experience among travelers. It's incredibly well known and documented to be paranormal hotbed. I'm glad I didn't know this while I was staying there, or else I wouldn't be able to sleep. In the Google search results, the fourth result was a 3-star review about the 12th floor being haunted. I stayed on the 12th floor. Not only did I stay there, but my room was closest to the elevator right in the middle of the 12th floor. The most 12th floor room on the 12th floor, if you will, whatever that means. I guess this place has been cursed from the very beginning with lots of deaths in construction, mafia, deaths buried beneath the property allegedly, 4 suicides between its opening in '93 and now, a couple of murders, and accidental deaths from safety hazards on some of the attractions. I heard the shape of the resort doesn't help, but I'm no expert. Never stayed at that fucking place ever again. Glad it's getting demolished in 2026. Good riddance.
Wow. That is crazy. That's the stories. But it makes you wonder, like, go ahead.
Well,
What
I
was
was
I
going to
saying?
stayed at the Luxor, but we stayed at Circus when we went with the kids one year, and nobody else heard it, but I was the only one that heard it, and I was constantly hearing screaming from the other room, but nobody else heard it. So I was just like, I'm just tripping, but screaming, bloody murder.
You know, it's weird that you say that. Is there times where used to happen to me a lot, where you hear your name called, but there's nothing there?
Yeah.
That's been happening to me.
As a teenager.
Yeah, it happened to you, and my mom was here, and then now that she's not here, I still hear my name. Like with Brittney, I heard the time I was in the shower, I heard baby, and I'm like, sounded like her. That's how. And then when I came out, I said, "Did you call me?" She goes, "I didn't call you. I was in the room watching TV." Thought, damn, that must be some crazy thing mocking people because it sounded just like her. So I thought, this is weird. And it didn't just happen once. I want to say like maybe twice that I remember. And I would still, oh, sorry guys, you just saw the cat running across the screen. Anyways, it was just, I didn't know what to think because I was like, I know I'm spiritual, but it's like that is so weird how people can or think to mock people. And it's funny because I keep hearing like a double ganger.
Mm-hmm.
There's another double ganger but you're never supposed to come across it. Now, can a doppelganger be invisible without doing research? I want to say yes. I don't know why, but I'm getting like a yes on that one. Can they mock people? Can they mock their twin? Yeah. I don't know why. It's just a feeling that I get. But like when you said it happened to you when you were a teenager, and there was even times where I remember walking, and I swear, like I would turn around, I could feel like somebody was there, but there was no one there. Like I was feel like I was being watched. And to this day, I still watch. Turn around, and I'm like, there's nobody there. Depending where we're at, so it's kind of like this feeling like that song says, I feel like somebody's watching me, kind of thing. But it's something that, yeah, and I feel it all the time. I don't know about Brit, but I feel like I'm being watched. If I go into Walmart, I feel like I'm going to be at the mall or at the park or wherever we're at. I feel like I'm being watched, and it's not something that's physical. But the thing I'm thinking, am I losing my mind? And then I hear, no, you're not. There's things that we can't see, and just because we can't see them does not mean that they don't exist. So.
Yeah. And
But-
my kids recently, a lot have come in, hey, Mom, what did you want? Nothing. I'm just sitting up in here. I didn't call you. But yeah, they've been hearing me quite a bit.
Like, what do you mean, hearing your voice?
Yeah, hearing me calling them.
Oh, shit. Wow.
What's up? But then when the mimic or whatever you want to call it calls them, they come running. What did you want, Mom? I didn't call you. All right. Well,
Yeah.
looks like time for the second music break. We're a little over, but that's okay. On this break, once again, we have Miss McKaylin Hay from Ontario, Canada, and then Jeff, I almost said Jeff Hilliard. He's one of my favorite. Fred Johnson III from Canyon County, California. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
I dove right in. Didn't bring a parachute. Fell right through. Hit the water hard. Moving too fast. Spiraling out of control. Was touch and go. Went a little far. You taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep your shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. Try to erase the ink that's left upon my chest. I'll attest, I don't really want to forget. You taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep your shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer showed you how to keep a shoulder cold. No, no one walked away without a scar, scar, scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is under reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is under reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. Signs I leave behind for you to find, hoping that you'll notice. Lights and purple skies were like satellites moving into focus, into focus, into focus, silent, drifting all alone, killing time and counting stars, waiting for the moment we collide. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. Shining in the dark, we chase the spark, search until we find it. We were worlds apart, now connecting hearts. They look up to find us. Look up to find us. Silent, drifting all alone, killing time and counting stars, waiting for the moment we collide. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. Silent, drifting all alone, killing time and counting stars, waiting for the moment we collide. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. Talking on pins and needles, every word through a microscope. You keep stomping down on the ground while I've been stuck on this tightrope. I just wanna say what I wanna say without your sentence. pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Walked on my share of thin ice with your blowtorch at my feet. You won't ever see me beg, so take this tongue off your leash. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, don't need permission. Interpret it how you want, it's my decision. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Dancing on shattered glass, kicking the pieces all around. My safety has been broken, this is now a hunting ground. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, up, up. Talking about I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up.
My driver pulls up in my limousine, ready to take me anywhere I want to be. I say, I want to go. Take me to a college scene. I'd like to go and dance, have drinks, and hunt the perfect day. Yeah. Living at the dark, I search lonely streets to find hidden shadows in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Secret homicides arranged in a series of pursuits. No matter what I say, after dark, I gave her base because she had the range. I knew she was the one that never could go home again. Plastic life by limo seats. I don't know why I can't control this urge to hurt again. Yeah. Living at the dark, I search lonely It doesn't matter what I say. No matter what I say. After dark.
Welcome back, and thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight we are joined by Psychic Chris Garcia as well as Miss Brittney. Welcome back, you guys. We lost Chris. There he is. Oh, wait, let me check my sound thing again. I think I forgot
There
to
you
do
go. There you go.
All right.
So welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I guess I think everybody's too shy, but it's okay because I remember when I first, you know, do things when you're shy, but I feel like if this is my personal opinion. I think when you're shy, I'm not saying that you don't get help, but I think if you keep things inside and you're just afraid that you're going to be judged, but, in the end, we all get judged by God. So it shouldn't matter what I say. It shouldn't matter what other people say you might look like. Just know that in the end, we get judged by the man upstairs. So if you have questions and you're afraid that, oh, well, they might think I'm ugly or I'm too skinny, or people have that self conscience. And maybe this is a message for someone out there that if they're too shy thinking that everyone's going to make fun of them. We're not here to make fun of us. We're here to help. Isn't that correct?
Yes, very true. Yeah, and you saying that's funny because a friend of mine that is battling cancer or whatever, they actually had a turnaround, so everything's looking better. But the whole thing about it's not any of your business what other people think about you, and you shouldn't let it bother you, and enjoy life to its fullest. If you're just constantly worrying about what other people are going to think instead of what you love or want to do, then it really puts a damper on things. Yeah, once I quit caring, it really helped a lot with my stress level and stuff. But yeah, it still stresses me out because my husband seems to care a lot what people think. So me and the kids kind of embarrass him, I think.
Yeah, and I think I went through that stage when I first got on the shows. But as time went on, if I want to be on radio shows, I have to overcome that fear. And fear is a real evil thing. Um, they might put things in your head that you're not worthy, nobody cares, no one's ever gonna listen. It's just voices in your head. Don't pay attention to them. They don't do you any good. Now, I know, Britt, you were about to say something. I'll let Brittany say something. But my advice is if you guys want to talk and be on cam or you can just be off cam, don't be afraid because we won't bite. So maybe if you wanted to say something, I had a feeling you were going to say something about being shy because I know you were shy at first, and look at you, you're not shy anymore. But what is your advice to people that are shy being on cam from your point of view?
Well, you don't have to be on camera. It's okay, like, not to, say much, but, just try.
And that's what you can do. That's all you can do. But I know that, some of you didn't care what people were saying or how you look like. And like Tessa said, or I'll say it in a different way, don't give a shit how people think of how you look. Because we're not, however, God is the one that created you. So if there's something wrong with you, or something like one eye's kind of twitchy, or one eye looks freaking lumpy, or that's not our place to say anything. It's not our place. We're here as the universe wants us to love each other as He loved us. So we gotta love back. Even though there's too many races out there and too many people judge by skin and color, but in the end, we all bleed the same blood. So keep that in mind. Maybe that's a message that maybe people that are not in chat or not typing or not watching, that's like somebody like needed to hear that. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting at this moment. And Tessa, thanks for adding to what you said, because they really shouldn't care. Maybe they have low self-esteem or they just feel insecure. Huh?
Or social anxiety.
Oh, yeah. And that has a lot to do with it too. But some people that do this kind of work, if you want to be in the public eye, to be a speaker and get your voice heard, you can't be shy. And it needs to come out. It needs to come out some way, shape, or form. I can say that I was shy when I first met. A lot of people like Tessa's known me for I want to say maybe 5 years. I could be off on the years, but before she had her own show, she didn't know if I was legit or not.
I believe it was 7
We were
years.
playing tag for a while until we actually got a hold of each other and we clicked. And that's just the way business flows. You gotta prove who you are. And if you want to make a difference, sometimes it's time to speak up and come out of that shell. And for people that like to be in the dark, doesn't help either. For the people that are in the dark, but that's just what I feel. And I know, Britt, you had a few people saying things in the chat that they were asking you questions, correct?
Yeah, the one.
Did you answer them, or you can say it out loud in case they didn't get your answer?
Well, this person wanted my number and it failed to send when I was sending my number.
Or maybe if they're still watching, you can say it.
I should know my number by heart, my new one, but I don't.
Yeah, and I don't know. When you're trying to talk to somebody and it's basically impossible to contact them through any means, it's kind of sketchy. And I wouldn't put my number out on the air if I were you. Like, unless you intended for a bunch of people to call you, then go for it.
Yeah. I mean, I put my number because it's already, and stuff, but everybody's different. And as if, just be aware that you're going to have to monitor your calls when you put it on social media. And I'm not saying that's not the way to do things because I did it, but every wish to their own. If you want, and if they're still in, you can just say it this one time, but you don't have to make it to where a lot. But if you want them to contact you and it's possible, that they could be asking for a reading, there's a possibility they can bring a customer to you, and that's how it starts. But it's up to you if you want to do it. just give them the number. But remember, you don't have to answer the call. They keep calling and bugging. So it's your choice.
Yeah, I screen my calls because I get so much spam.
Yeah, I got ice cream my calls, and I wait till they text me or leave a message, and that's how I scan my calls. But my number's all over social media on TikTok, so I don't care. It's not like they have my house phone because I don't have a house phone anyway. So if you had color ID back in the day, that reminds me. Color ID, I used to have that shit long time ago. But I do scan my calls, and sometimes just for personal experience, you're gonna get a few bad apples. You're gonna get people that are gonna tell you and mean to you and leave messages like, "Oh, you sound ugly," or "Oh, they make weird noises. And I've gotten messages when I first started. I got a lot of weird calls. So just be aware that not every call is gonna be pleasant if you don't answer, but at least you don't have to hear it. They can talk to themselves on the voicemail. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, and with cell
I'm just
phones, too,
saying.
block a number. You used to be able to
Exactly. You
with
can block them.
home phones. It was like pound something, but I don't know what any of those codes were. But yeah, you can just go to your thing and block them if you need to. So yeah.
So go ahead. If you want to, go ahead.
So, if anybody wants a tarot card reading from me, I have a business number. It's 210-719-8875. That's my business number if you want a tarot card reading.
Okay, say it one more time just in case they didn't hear it. Say the number slow.
210-719-8875.
Okay. So you don't have to say it anymore. If they're watching, I got it. But just be aware, like mine is already, to me, I just put it because I want people and I want people to help. So me, it's like, I don't have an issue because I stand my cause just like Tessa does. So, but we're not at the end of the show. But for the ones that, I'll say it right now and I can say it on the email. Then if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Psychyic, Chris Garcia on Facebook, or you can reach me at email Garcia187bluelove@gmail.com, or you can reach me at my business number 210-974-3470. But we'll say that at the end of the show. Outside of that, do not call me right now because I'm on that phone to begin with, so I'm not going to answer. So you can text me if you want. But like I said, if anyone, yeah, they can text me. I've had people text me. And you know what? Do you like this costume? This is different for me because I'm always dressed up as a witch. But this year, I just wanted to be a little different. And I have, of course, Michael Myers' face right here. So what do you think, Tessa? All the years I've been a witch, what do you think? Is this a different look for me?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when you were saying, man, I'm getting hot already. That's how I was last night with my wig. I ended up taking it off because I'm like, it's too hot for this, and the contest is over, so I'm done.
Are you hot in that thing?
Well, it's
Are
not
you
bad.
hot in that thing?
No, I was hot last night maybe it was because there were so many people or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it just got too hot.
Or did you win the contest? Were they doing a contest on the costumes or no?
My friend, she almost won it. Hold on. Where did her go? Oh, there it is. Skelebaner. She almost won it, and then it ended up being this lady, and I think she was the very first one that they called out there. But she was dressed up like a rodeo clown, and
Oh wow!
so spunky and everything and doing cartwheels and shit. And yeah, and everybody could see her chonies, and I'm like, that's how you win it. But yeah, she ended up winning it. It was pretty cool. But she deserved it. Like, she really went out there and showed her shit for sure.
Wow. Well, I mean, if you gotta show your stuff, and if it's like at least it's undergarment, then they didn't see much of anything anyway.
She didn't do it like or anything.
Yeah, I mean, some people just do it. You know, because a lot of parties were last night, and that was another thing. I was thinking about going to the track, but I just didn't go because I thought about all the driving. People might be at the bar. People might be drunk and swerving to hit me. I was like, no, I'd rather just be home and just eat pizza. Wait for Tessa.
Plus, there's probably a lot of people that were probably down there.
Yeah. So we just decided just to stay here because it was more safer that way. And I can hear my mom too. She would have been like, nope, stay home. It's not the same no more. Stay home.
Try to holidays, Super Bowl Sunday, because like you said, people just get stupid and you don't want to get killed for bread or something,
Yeah, and it's gone to the point where I mean I don't know how things are gonna be after the first of today, but I was telling Brittney, I said, man, I have a feeling if they think they've seen it from America, they haven't seen nothing yet. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I don't know why, but there's going to be a lot more violence with riots. And some of the riots are going to be people protesting about this crazy shutdown we're dealing with and other things that people disapprove of, like healthcare, food stamps and stuff like that. I just think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very disappointed. And if they think that they have people screaming in their faces now, they haven't heard nothing yet. So I'm just giving an FYI of what I feel. But then again, it wouldn't surprise me if I'm right. If we have riots, we haven't had riots here, but in other states, they've already hit reporters. They've started cars on fire. It's getting worse. It's getting really bad, and for the people that are probably doing late after parties, even though it's not Halloween, but it's the Day of the Dead, which is tomorrow. Carnival starting today and tomorrow. Please be safe. Drink smart. Drive safe. Pay attention to the road. And don't be stupid to start shit. And just go home and stay out of people's business. And don't be one to seek up attention just to cause the cops for you to get arrested. Because in the end, it's not worth it. And that's my advice to the people that are drinking as of now, tonight. That's my advice to you guys. Be safe, because in 2 days you're going to go back to work. So just be safe out there.
Yeah,
do you have any messages out there for the people? Yeah.
On a Friday this year, because then the kids didn't have to go to school with a sugar hangover.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people out there, mate? What do you advise for them?
Just to stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. That'll probably land you in jail or.
That's right. Just be right and be safe and drink smart. And by the way, if you smoke weed, I won't tell nobody. If you smoke bud, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't see nothing. It's like that saying, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. I didn't
Someday
see
they'll.
nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I know, right? Right, mate? I didn't see, I don't hear, and I didn't hear nothing.
Nope. Didn't hear
Sound like
anything.
that
Mm,
Tessa's like,
Mm.
I like that outfit though. I think, I mean, when I look at your hair, even though it's not that close, because I can barely see the cam on your end, but it does look real. It doesn't even look like a freaking wig.
really?
Yes, it looks like your real hair.
Dang, that would have
I don't
taken
know. Maybe they're gonna be like, "What the hell is that hair?" Because I can barely tell it looked like a wig. Can you tell like it looked like a wig, mate?
Mm-mm. Looks like real hair.
That's what I said. Look like real hair.
Hi, Evil Eyes.
So since you guys have, y'all can see the comments. Is there any comments that we can answer? Any questions? What is that? I
Is from
can't
the
see that.
comments. Really?
Oh,
Evil Eyes.
oh, I can't see now. I see. Final hi. I couldn't tell who it was. I was like, what the hell? Who is that? I can't tell because the picture looks so freaking small.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
how.
like, yeah, because on mine, since I'm using the my phone, the letters come out real small. So, but hi, thanks for popping up. Um, hopefully you're still watching the show, but happy Halloween. Um, but like I said, just be smart and don't be dumb. Did I say that? Yeah, I did.
That's true.
Don't be dumb or stupid. They're gonna be like, how dare you call me stupid? I don't know if my other friends are watching. I was gonna say something, but I'm looking at my comments. Um, in case his art is watching, um, I don't know if he is, but he's active. Hi, Art, if you're watching the show. Um, I hope you're doing good and keep yourself healed and stay off that feet, dude. And you know who that is, right, mate? Art, if
Yep.
you're watching the show. Yep.
If you're watching,
So,
I hope you're doing okay.
so do we have any questions besides that, Jasmine? Somebody that said just hi. Do you have anybody else?
Nope.
What are you
'Cause I
doing?
can't see who is that?
The ghost story.
Eclipse.
Oh, it's Eclipse. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, tell us another story. I want to hear it. I love the ghost stories.
This one's by Mr. Slacking Off. It's The Skeleton in the Mirror. I have a classic ghost story / experience I've been wanting to share in today's the day. It was 1993 and I was 5 years old. Me and my two sisters, 12 and 8 at the time, were spending the night at my grandparents' house in New Jersey. My grandparents had one spare bedroom with a king bed that we were all sharing for the night. I have no idea what time it was. I just know it was sometime after we all fell asleep. I suddenly woke up and immediately looked at the mirror attached to the dresser and was instantly and absolutely terrified. I don't know who or why, but for whatever reason, the spirit / entity, whatever you prefer, was fully visible in the mirror looking at me and waving. Maybe the scariest part at that time was the fact that it was a full-on skeleton. Just skull and bones taunting me. It pretty quickly started freaking out, and my oldest sister woke up. She began panicking and stood up on the bed to pull the string on the ceiling fan / light to turn it on. My middle sister was quite literally, she slept through earthquakes, so she missed it. Eventually, my older sister grabbed the pull string, got the light on, and the skeleton was gone. I don't remember much about the rest of the night. I can remember my grandmother coming in very shortly after the commotion and checking on us. I'm 37 now, and this occurrence was definitely stuck with me. I won't look at a mirror in the dark to this day. I don't either. My bedroom does not, and
Wow.
never had a mirror in it until this day. This incident definitely came up throughout my life from teens, 20s, and 30s. No one ever said it didn't happen, but as a human, of course, I kind of told myself that that stuff isn't real and doesn't happen. We would refer to it at times and keep it moving. When I was 30, I was together with my family and the story time came up. This was the first time I ever asked my oldest if she saw it too, and she said that she had. It was wild to get confirmation all those years later. As an adult, it doesn't scare me. I truly feel like what an a-hole about whoever, whatever that was. Like, thanks for the trauma, a-hole. I like that one.
Wow. Well, if they like that, then it's different. Completely different. But I like all these different stories and different foretells. Like Brittney told me about this story, which is um, that when you have black cats, that she thought they were bad luck, but that's always been superstition. They're just like any other pet. They're not bad luck. They are actually good luck. Now, could they be bad luck to others? I would say possibly yes. And I don't know why, but I'm thinking that if they're bad luck to someone else, I think it's because they would do harm to them, to the cat, or anyone that sacrifices an animal. It would be bad luck for you to do that. But as far as that goes, I think black cats have always been like any other cat. They're very but like I said, I just think that it's a different thing to say about, like any other animal. So they're just precious and they are a pain in the butt and they're very mysterious and they're very skeevies to where they get into things. Um, and like they have always said that if you think you own a cat, even my neighbor Juan told me this, you don't own nothing. They own you. You don't own them because they go as they please. They go wherever they want, and they go about their business. If you have them inside or outside, they're very they they don't do it to seek attention. They're just being animals that they don't know any better. But just keep in mind that black cats um, are not bad luck. Also, I want to add a little another thing to black cats, and this is something like stories. If you're a witch and you grew pagan, and you grew up pagan, or you grew up Wiccan, or if you're just plain a witch and you do witchcraft, this is true, and this has been told many, many decades. Black cats were known to be witches. That when they die, they come back as a familiar. Which is a familiar? A familiar is like kind of like a spirit guide, but in an animal form, like an animal totem. And usually the black cat is always around its owner because if you're a witch, the cat knows that. And if you think the cat doesn't know its owner and knows that you're gifted, they know. Just like I'm gifted, they know I'm gifted because they're just as psychic as you are.
It's a
And
psyche.
just know, yeah, and know that black cats are not bad luck and they are familiars to witches and familiars and to their owners, and they're very loyal. But when they're little and young, they can be very like a problem child. You can show problem child. They can be just as bad as a child. They drop shit, they jump into things, usually tip things over, which I can't do that. They mess with the blinds. They play with string. Anything that has movement, they like playing with. Um, Things that don't belong to them, they like touching them. Our cats do that. Um, so that's another story about black cats. They're good luck to witches, and they are very protective of their owners. The other thing is another familiar out there, but you won't be able to have it as a pet unless you get, I guess, a license to carry one. Is an owl. An owl is more of a wildlife familiar, also connected to witches. Um, the owls are more like outdoor animals, and they're in the wild. So if you have an owl as a pet, it would have to probably be hurt and can't not fly anymore. But you would have to feed it and look up what it eats, and it wouldn't have to hunt, but you would have to have that type of um, food so it can feed it if it can't fly, or if it's got a broken leg, or the wings don't fly no more. Then that's how you can have an owl. But as a owl out there in the wild, those animals are very hard to catch because they blend in with the trees, the wood. So um, if you get an owl, my advice to you is don't tell anybody that you have it, because that is considered wildlife. They're just like the eagle. If you kill an eagle, you can go to prison. Same thing applies to the owl because it's very rare that you can see them. They're just as protected, just like any other animal. Like the deers are protected from the government, from the people that try to eat them for food. Bears are also protected. Anything that has wildlife out there. But just keep in mind that black cats and owls are familiars to witches, just in case you guys didn't know that. Also, I want to add another one that it's rare, but birds that are called ravens are also familiar of witches, and they are protective of their owners. And it's a similarity between those three. One, the black cat is black. The ravens are black. The only things that are not black are the owls because they come in black with white stripes. The great horned owl comes in usually brown. But there's the snowy owl that comes in white, and there's just all different type of teachers out there. Um, so that's a story about, for any witch stories out there that didn't know about the witches and black cats, and I'm just saying that. Now, this is another story I didn't know. I looked it up. You remember those brooms back in the days where people used to just sweep with the ones with the straw? If you face it up, it usually just, like you're going to sweep, but if you put it upside down, that means you don't want people coming around your house, and it keeps people away. That's another story, and that's very true. I've seen it done. Me and my mom did it, and I thought, why the hell is she doing that? Now I look back at it, I'm like, oh, so that's why they did the brooms, because nobody would come to the house when the brooms were upside down. So just for protection, get an old-fashioned broom and put it upside down. You won't have people come by you. Just stay away, because it's a protective tool that you can use to keep from negativity. So I'm sharing that too with you guys. Also, for anyone that's doing magic, and this time of, since it's the Day of the Dead, for people that, to be on guard, it's always good to have black tourmaline, obsidian, anything that has black stone is good to protect you from negative energy. And the reason why I bring this up is because it's the day after Halloween. So if you're a person that is very superstition about witchcraft or about anything of that nature, I'm giving you tools to protect your home from enemies. So, does anybody want to add anything to that? That's anything to what I just said.
Oh, the eagle thing. Even taking its feathers, if you find a carcass, is a felony. The only people that can do that are native or indigenous people. So yeah, might be tempting
Thank
because
you.
they're such sick
I know.
animals, but
Yeah, yeah.
don't touch
And
it.
then it's true thing. The same thing with the owl's feathers too. They have a people with the native are very afraid of having owl feathers because they represent death. But in some of them, they respect them and also use them for staging. But it's more like what you said. If you find an eagle feather, do not say a freaking word to anyone because a lot of people that use smudging and sage use owl feathers. But to get to get an eagle feather is very rare. Um, I would ask somebody that you can trust. Unless you do your own research, then keep your mouth shut and you can make a feather fan out of it. But like Tessa said, if you get caught, it is a felony if you get eagle feathers in your possession. So my advice from the network or from me being witch to others, if you have any eagle feathers, keep your mouth shut. My advice to you.
And I don't know.
So,
I don't think it's eagle feathers. I think this could be like pheasant or quail or something. I put this one in because I requested it.
and those are
Peacock feather.
also what she's showing you guys is
And
you
then I
can use that
think
for
3 of them are
smudging.
turkey feathers.
You can use those for smudging.
That's what it's
The
for.
ones that, but just know that a lot of stuff that we're actually talking about is to protect you and to protect your sacred space. Um, Also, I've been told by others, and I know they're probably watching this. Whenever you do a reading, make sure you cleanse your space every time you do that. Otherwise, the energy stays with you. And I learned that the hard way. Um, Always protect your home from a lot of negative energy, even for people that steal. There's just so many things you can do. And outside of that, I know we got like maybe 9 minutes before we head out. Before we head out and end the show tonight, I want to say to the people that are on the other side, our ancestors, rest in peace. Rest your soul. Mom and everybody that's on the other side, my grandma, my grandpa, my aunts, and other people that are on the other side. Brittney's family is up there too. One of her relatives is on the other side. And who is that, Britt, that's on the other side?
Well, my aunt's up there. My great aunt.
And of course, our animals forgot, by the way.
Yeah. Gracie and Boots.
So just know that respect all their loved ones on the other side. Have an altar for them. Respect them. Give them honor. Give them stuff that they like to have. Maybe even drink. And all I gotta say is, I hope you all have a belated happy Halloween. And if you are still doing after parties today, be safe and be smart. And Tessa, thank you for having us on tonight. And before we head out, you can reach me at 210-974-3470 or find me on Facebook. And for Bridge, if you want to give your information out, go ahead. This is the time to do it before we head out.
Hold on, I gotta know the number by heart, but well, if you want a tarot reading, You can reach me at 210-719-8875.
And that'll be it. And Tessa, thank you for having us on as always. And since we were on twice this month, I don't know if we can do another show maybe. Well, I don't want to do anything after Thanksgiving because we'll probably be busy. Give me a schedule and we'll talk about when we come back. And I'll leave it with that. And for Mr. Psychic Chris / Michael Myers, have a safe night, guys. Thank you, Tessa.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on, and I'm glad you guys are feeling better.
Yeah, I know, right? We don't have a headache.
Yeah.
I had one this morning when I was going to bed, and then when I woke up too, it was really bad. I've been here. It was super bad.
And for Valerie, I hope you enjoyed the show and everybody else. And cheer up, guys. Don't be depressed. I just heard take your own advice. I just heard that from Spirit. Yeah. I saw that, babe.
Yeah, take your own advice.
It's hard.
I know. It is very hard.
I have confidence giving other people advice, but when I give myself advice, I don't know. I've learned to not do it anymore, but for the longest time, I wouldn't trust myself. Like, well, you're only saying that because you want this or this or that or that or whatever. So, I don't know. Definitely take your own advice.
I try to.
Yeah,
I try.
Well, I have a short ghost story if you want to hear one more.
Yeah, go ahead. I like it.
This is by Grace Huchin Lin, and it's called Tomb and Ghosts, the Tomb of the Lost Ghost. So, 10 students from some university gathered upon a foggy night, hearts racing with excitement. Snacks were tucked in their backpacks, hands intertwined as they ventured toward the ancient graveyard, whispered to be haunted by wandering spirits and flickering ghostly flames. Suddenly, a gust of wind tore through the tombstones, and rain began to fall in cold, stinging sheets. Within moments, hell pelted the earth like tiny ice wands. One girl screamed. Her right-hand companion, a boy named Ghost, had vanished. Panic rippled through the group. To ensure no one jested, they began counting. 1, 2, 3, 10. But strangely, another figure seemed to appear. Must be a prank, whispered someone. Yet when they counted again, only 9 remained. Was it the missing 6 taken by the phantom of the extra one? Braving fear and storm, the 9 friends pressed deeper into the cemetery, guided by loyalty and the faint hope of recovering ghosts. Gravestones loomed like crooked towers, shadows curling into impossible shapes. When they found him, Ghost was not as he had been. Hairless and pale, wounds multiplying upon his skin, skeletal hands pressed against his face. He whispered, trembling, "Do not touch me. Do not follow me." They could not tell if he was human or spirit, yet the essence of the boy they had known clung faintly around him. It was as if he had crossed into another time, another space, returning altered by the grave's magic. Students stared half in awe, half in terror, realizing that their friend had been transformed, not entirely lost, yet not fully alive or dead. The wind moaned through the broken tombs, carrying whispers of names, curses, and unseen magic. The ghosts remained with them. The truth is clear. Some places, like the haunted graveyard, bend reality, twist youth into something eternal, and leave hearts heavy with both wonder and dread. They carried him back, shaken, silent. The storm proceeded as if respecting the magic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this story. It was amazing. And thank you, Tessa, for having us on. I appreciate it.
No worries. No worries at all.
And we'll just call it a night. And you're welcome. And we'll see you guys and have safe belated after Halloween. And be smart, people. Don't drink and drive unless you want to see some lights behind you. Be safe. Good night, everybody.
It's a
Good
fever.
night.
Good night, guys. Thank you guys so much once again for hanging out with me tonight. It was a pleasure and an honor to have you. And I put the numbers in the chat for Chris and for Brittney if you guys need it. It's in the chat under YouTube. We are Paradox Media. Thank you to our friends out there, wherever you may be listening beyond the Omniverse tonight. I had a wonderful time. I hope you guys did too. And tomorrow night we are doing story time. So if you're interested, come on in. We might do some ghost stories since the other book that I picked wasn't really ghost related as I thought it was. But don't forget, we are all in this together. Together we can make the world a bit better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. If you have the means or ability, feel free to reach out to Chris and Brittney. And everybody's going through a hard time, but every inch of help is amazing. Thank you so much. Nighty night. Love and light.